Hi guys, welcome back to Berylawesfashion channel. In this video, you'll be learning how to draft cuts and sew alternate dress. The dress is going to have a cold shoulder and it will have a cape and collar. This is actually a request from one of my subscribers. So if you are here to subscribe, kindly go ahead and do so. Hit the red button now and don't forget to put on your notification bell. So let's get started. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we will be making the dress for a little girl about 7 years old. So our dress length is 35 inches. Our shoulder to the waist is 11 inches. So I'm going to deduct the 11 inches, which is our shoulder to the waist, from the whole length. That will give us 24 inches. So let's start with the shoulder to the waist. I've already drawn out mine here. Like I said, our shoulder to waist is 11 inches. You can see it here. And this is our armhole length. For children, what you just need to do is share the half length into two. It is going to be sleeveless, you leave it that way, but if it's going to be with, it's going to have sleeve, you just have half inch to the middle of the shoulder to the length. So our shoulder length measurement is 11 inches. Half of it will be 5.5 inches. Mark the same on the chest line. Connect. So the neck width I will be using is 2.5 inches. And I'll come down by half inch here for the shoulder slant. Okay. To get the midpoint of this, that is 2.5 inches, and our across chest is 10. So I'll just mark 10 here, or go in by quarter or 0.5 of an inch. Our bust measurement is 25. 25 divided by 4 is 6.25. Then the waist is 24. Divided by 4, we have 6. So let's add the joining allowance, 1 inch. 1 inch at the side. So I'm going to connect the armhole now. So for the neckline, the width of the back neckline is 1 inch. We'll do less. Then for the back, I'm going to do 2.5 inches. I'm going to connect now. That's for the back. Then that's for the front, sorry. And for the back, I'll connect this way. That's one. Don't you remember it will come to the zipper allowance this way. So at the neck point here, shoulder neck point, I'm going to come down by 1 inch here. Since I've come down by 1 inch, I will have to reshape the back neckline to meet this. means it will be this way. This way. Let me bring it up, and I will reconnect it. Okay. Let's reconnect it. The two must meet. So instead of coming this way, the back neckline will come this way, so that the two can meet. This way. It's no longer going to be this. So since I come down by 1 inch here, so it will be coming like this, so that the two can meet. So from here now, I'm going to connect to this side to get the halter neckline. That's for the halter neckline. Just connect to the armhole, okay, this way, and blend it. If you want it straight, just connect this way. So that's the halter neckline. So before I cut it for the collar, I'm going to measure from here to here and take note of what I have, since I'll be using the measurements for the collar. I have 3.75 inches. Then I'll measure the back. This way, remember, is this way, not here. I'm having 4.18. This is 4.18. So I'm having 4.18 inches. This line, each of this line is 1/8. So that is what I'm having. So I'll cut the neckline now. I'm going to use this when I want to cut the collar. So back, front. So I'm going to cut the back first. Cut the back, cut the neckline for the front right here. Okay, so the two patterns are ready. Back, this is the front. So now we want to cut the cape. For us to cut the cape, I'm going to let me bring out the joining allowance. So I'll use the front to cut the back, it's the same thing. So I'll just measure around what I have here, this way. So I get 6.5. 6.5. When I measure round this way, I got 6.5. But remember, it's front and back. Since it's front and back, that means this one, what we have here, we are going to multiply it by 2. But before we multiply it by 2, remember, it drops, the cape drops, so to the sleeve, to the hand rather. So depending on how much you want it to drop. I want it to drop by just 2 inches, so plus 2 inches, that will give me 8.5. And since it's front and back, I'm going to multiply this one by 2. So let's use the calculator. 5 times 2 will give us 17 inches. So the 17 inches I have, we'll divide it by 6.28 for full flare. 6.28, and that will give me 2.70. So this will be the radius of the cape, but the width of the cape, I want it to be 2. That's how wide the cape will be. I want it to be 2 inches. That means I will have, okay, let's make it 2.5. So plus 2.5. 2.5. So altogether I'll be cutting 5.20. That's 5.2 inches for the circular pattern. You can approximate it to 5.25 to make it easier. So let's fold our paper for that. Now we can transfer everything to the fabric this way. So the whole length is 5.25. But you know, we'll turn it down. So plus 5, it will be 5.75. I'm adding half inch to the down. It's going to be 5.75. Take notes. Always remember to add sewing allowance. We mark the radius this way. And we're going to cut it out now. Like this. So we'll need one for this side, one for the other side of the arm. So because I will be using the fabric, or whether you want to use fabric or lining to turn it, you need 4 pieces for this. So I'll be cutting out 4 pieces times 4 of this. And in the back, you are cutting 2. This one will be on fold. That is, you are cutting just 1. So let's go to the collar. So for the collar, I've drawn a line. That is, this is my starting point. Let's just say 0.0. Then go back to where you put your measurements. For the front is 3.75. So come here and measure 3.75. Measure it up. 3.75. So this is front, then the back 418. This way. Do the same here. Right, this is our back. Then the width of the collar, I want it to be 1 1/4. Here will be 1 1/4.
Then here you are going to add ½ inch to the 1 1/4. For you to understand, let's mark 1 1/4 first. You will see why I'm adding the 0.5 to it. So this one will come straight. Then this one will come this way. At the front. This way. Then here. Okay, sorry, let's just do quarter. Let's add 1/4 of an inch to it. I notice it's too much. Yeah, so it's too slight. So let's do it this way. 1/4 of an inch, not half. For adults, you can add half to it. If you are making it for an adult, you can add ½ inch here, but I've added just 1/4 of an inch. So here I'll just go up by that 1/4 of an inch that I have added. So I'll blend it. That's the front, so that I can see so well. Okay, so we'll be cutting out here and here, come out by that 1/4 of an inch. And see how beautiful it is. It's having that collar shape. So this is our front. It's going to be on fold. And this is the back. So what we are going to do next is, when you want to cut it, you add ½ inch here, ½ inch around. This is the only place you are not going to add anything, because that is where the zipper allowance is. And remember, we are adding it. Okay, I measured it when I was measuring, so I will add ½ of an inch here, ½ here, ½ here, then cut it on fold. I will transfer everything to fabric, and I'm going to show you, but let me explain something before we transfer everything to fabric. I said that the dress length is 35 altogether, shoulder to waist is 11, so that means we'll be left with 24 inches for the down part. I'm going to make it gathers, so I'm going to multiply this by 3, depends on your fabric. So if you do that, that will give us 72 inches. I'm going to add 2 inches for zipper allowance for both sides. So I will be having 24 inches in width. Then the length will be 24. That is when you remove 11 from 25 inches, you are left with 24, plus ½ of an inch, the one I'll be using to join with here. I'll be using to join with the upper part, then plus my folding allowance at the down. I will have 1, so altogether I will be cutting 25.5 inches by, that is the length, then the width will be 74 inches. So I'm going to cut it and show you everything. So I've transferred my pattern into fabric. This is the back. I cut 2 pieces, then the lining 2 pieces as well, and here is the front. I cut it on fold. Here is the lining. And don't forget to add sewing allowance at the armhole area and the neck, then the down part of it. This is her collar. I cut 2 of it because I'll be using one to turn the other one. And this is the cape. I cut 4 pieces. I want this one to be the main collar, while I will use this one to turn it as the lining. So the only thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to open one of this. I'll cut it open. We cut the 4 open. Then here is the down part of it. Like I said, I
cut out 74 inches in width. Then the length after sewing to come back to 24 inches. Here is the lining. So I'm going to run gathers on this. Then let me cut out this one so that you know what I'm talking about. I will slash just one side of it this way and slash the four to be like this way. So that's what I will do to the four. And here is the thread and the zipper that I will be using, matching thread and zipper. So I will join them and show you. So I've joined the fabric together. As you can see here, this is the side. I've only left the zipper allowance side. I've done the same thing to the lining and ironed the side seam. I've ironed it open, and here is the cape. I've turned it. Like I said I will use the fabric to turn it. So I have two of it. So let me just show you how we are going to place the cape. The cape will be placed in this way. Remember that there will be an opening here, the cold shoulder. So what I will just do is to mark 1.5 here at both sides, 1.5 here and 1.5 here, so that you'll be able to put our hand. If it is for an adult, you can do 2.5 to 3 inches, it will be fine. So from here, from the neck of, from the shoulder here, from the top here, we attach this cape to the 1.5 inches I marked and stop. Do the same thing from here, from the up here, and stop at the 1.5 inches I marked. So here will be opened, and that's where she will put our hand, as I said earlier. So in order for this place to be neat, I've turned the side. This is it. I've turned it, as you can see, it's neat. This is the only rough area that will be left with, and that side will be taken care of by the lining that we are going to use to turn it. So it's going to be like this. I will do the same thing to the side here. Place it like that, as I have said. I will attach it from here to the 1.5, attach from the upper part here to the 1.5, then place the lining on top this way. So by the time I sew the lining on this, it will cover the rough edge here. Then we'll turn the lining to the other side. That way you'll be having neat finishing. Then let me show you the collar. Here is the collar. This is the half-inch allowance that I added at both the upper part and the down part. So what I will do is, this straight side, I will place it this way, and I will sew half inch. By the time I sew half inch, I will now turn it. So I will be attaching this side to the neck. I'm going to show you how that will be done. And here is the down part of it. I've gathered the skirts, so I will just ensure that here, what I have here after gathering is equivalent to our waist measurement, which is 24 inches. I've done the same thing to the lining. So the lining is 5 inches. The fabric is is longer than the lining with 5 inches. So the lining is shorter than the main fabric. So I'm going to do everything now. So the next thing is to attach the lining to lining, fabric to fabric, so that we can have neat finishing. So let me join everything now. I'm going to show you how it is. Here is the outcome of our halter neck dress with cold shoulder. You can see how beautiful it is. So in case you are yet to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and I would like to hear how you feel about this video in the comment section. Until we see again, bye.